So one of the filters was getting clogged. Right, before the tank comes, or the new tank comes, I thought I'd give the boot a bit of a clean down. And I've got some sound deadening material. And I know it may seem like a bit of a weird thing to be putting in an elan, but you get an awful lot of horrible resonance out of this boot. It's just basically one big bass speaker, and you've got the exhaust bolted to it, which again has a horrible resonance. So I've just hoovered it out and given it a bit of a spritz with some white vinegar. So I'm just going to stick just a few strips. I'm not going to cover it completely, but just I'll come back and tap it afterwards. But and then obviously under the tank's a big one, and I'll stick one to the tank too, which will be here tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So yeah, car should be back and running tomorrow night, which is good. Right, I've just slathered, cut this up and put it wherever I thought it should be, and here's the knock test. That rattling there's that screw. So hopefully that makes it a little bit better. It's probably added a couple of kilograms, but you know, in the whole scheme of things, it's 2 parts of nothing. So hopefully that'll just make the resonance off this exhaust. And I've covered this area quite a bit. Just a little bit better. Is this what I've been waiting for my whole life? Is this the second coming? Is this what I've always needed but didn't know I needed? We'll find out. Put my sender in. Put some weld seal on it and left it outside and it's melted. Hopefully that will... I'm very much a smearer, not a globber when it comes to sealant. Got to manufacture some studs for below. But yeah, I'm just going to bang this in and see where we go. And then I might even buy a fresh jerry can to fill it up, because analness. Right, sorry I didn't film the installation, but you can imagine what it was like. But it was very hot and a very sweaty job. I didn't enjoy it. The outlet was bigger, so I had to get more hose, which was simple. And then I also redid that bit, and I've got these really horrible cheap Jubilee clips on, which is making me sick in my mouth a little bit. But I will change those. I've got some on order, some proper fuel clamp hoses. It's a really nicely made bit of kit, to be honest, for £280. Yeah, it's all right. So I'm gonna change the filter. I'll put a new filter in, and then I'm just gonna run a few litres through it into a bottle or something, just make sure the system hasn't got any residual shite in it. And then yeah, then suppose put the carbs, well, the carbs are on, bolt the carbs back up and give it a run. And hopefully that should be the last problem in the carburetor saga of things not running right. But yeah, look at that. That was from, well, let's see on the odometer, less than well, yeah, just a few more than 87 miles. Just call it 95 miles. That's what would come out of the tank. So yeah, new filter, flush it through, and then hopefully we're done. New filter fitted, and I also bought another filter, so I'll change this out after maybe the first tank. So it's anything that is left in the system has been got. I have a fresh, clean, rinsed jerry can full of Shell Optim V-Power now, isn't it? So I'm going to give it a glug of this, give it a bit of a flush, and then hope we're good to go. I've bunged up both of the hoses that side, so crack the ignition, see if it... It's pulling up petrol, decent amount of pressure. Sorry, the Bluetooth came in. came and got me, but there's no leaks there. No leak there. Just filling up the fuel pump. Let's go and check at the front. It's coming out there and out there quite badly, so I'm just going to release these and flush it through. Flush that through. I should have cleaned the jug out first. I don't know if that crap's come out. I think that was in the jug. The jug's been on the floor in the garage for a week or 3. So that can go into this jerry can, which is the fuel out the old tank. And it's full. That finds its home in the Rover. So I'll go and give the Rover some juice and then get rid of that. And then I might nip down to the petrol station actually and get another can put in there so I'm not running it really dry. And then I'll take it and fill it up. It's just occurred to me there could be shite in the fucking fuel pump. Well, I guess I'm not going to buy a new fuel pump just on the off chance. Or should I? Oh, for fuck's sake. I've just cleaned that out and there's a tiny bit of residue in it, but I suppose that's to be expected. I'm just going to go with it. It's got a new tank, fresh fuel, the lines are clean, new filter. I flushed it. Should be enough. Right. No leaks. No leaks, but the more I think about it, the more I'm not happy with that pump. In fact, I'm worried about it. What do you reckon, guys? Of course, I should just bite the bullet and buy another one. I've got thousands sunk into the car. What's the difference? Another few £100. No leaks out of there. Nothing coming out of there. Right. Fuel pump sounds like it's relatively well behaved. Nothing left in the engine bay. Right. Let's see if she'll start. Oh. Here we go. Right, I'll give it 3 pumps. Well, the throttle feels crisp as anything. Just got it running on the choke. Tempted to give it a run down to the petrol station, to be honest, and fill it up. Look how steady that idle AFR is. Hardly jumping around like it used to. Yeah, it's within what? 2 decimal points. A little bit lower. I think I need to bring the mixture up a little bit. Okay, so test drive complete, and whilst the car is an absolute dreamboat, that filter is still getting clogged, so I've got to do the only thing I can do, and that is change the pump. So close, getting closer, but no cigar. I realise I better look at the pump, see what bloody model it is. It is a Facet. But what sort of facet? I have no idea. But yeah, it makes sense. If that's been dragging up a load of shite for the last God knows how many years, it's going to be full of shite. It'll end one day, I promise. It'll end one day and I'll have this car working. Good night. Or, as it appears, not good night. I just went online to look for a replacement pump, and I discovered that these are serviceable. There's a filter that goes inside them, and that was fitted about 20 years ago, and it's been sucking up all the shite out of the old tank. So I'm going to remove it, check that there is a filter, get it ordered, and hopefully, because I've got to take this thing down to London on Friday, hopefully get it, you know, working and done so I can use it. More fucking fuel lines, but hey ho. Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call bazinga. Look at that. Big lumps of crap. Yeah, it's a bloody fuel pump. I can't get it out without unwiring it. And I kind of don't want to do that because that's extra work. So I'm sort of thinking if that one there that I'm tapping, my little finger, that is the inlet. And then the outlet is up there. So it travels. How does this work then? So you've got the filter which sits there, and then that goes over that. Yeah, and then obviously the fuel goes up where that ball is. I don't know even if I took it out if I'd be able to clean that. I don't know if I'll be able to get this apart. I don't know what that is. That wasn't touching the filter or anything. I'm not quite sure what that's doing. Yeah, well, there be the issue. So what do we reckon? Give it a clean and hope for the best, or is this scrap and, well, I need to get a new one? I'm obviously going to clean it, but, you know, let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, check this out. Look how much. Oh my god, there's more underneath. Look at that. Well, there you go. It's all the shite that's been coming out of the tank over a long period of time. God, it's just like grinding paste. Alright. Well, the thing is, the place that I'd order a filter from, I can just as easily order a brand new pump, and I can't guarantee that what's in here hasn't gone further upstream. I think it needs replacing wholesale. So I've taken a picture of what it is, and I'll get a new one on order, and hopefully it'll be here for Friday morning. But yeah, we've got to the bottom of the problem, and yeah, if you're having shit with your system and your tank, don't forget your full fuel pump. Otherwise you'll be like me and be a full pump, because I really should have, when I knew the tank was slightly questionable back in March, I should have just got a new tank, new pump, new filter. And had I done that, you know, things wouldn't have happened. It would have been a lot easier. So again, use my videos as a learning curve. Learn off my mistakes. Don't make them yourself. I'm going to get a new pump. It can't be good.